It's the real estate show. We've come to sell DR. Am I still on? Thursday night. Stephen Bowcutt is my guest tonight. He's from Casa. He's a sales manager. We're going to talk everything Casa and connections. Welcome aboard. And we're broadcasting live for the Viva Dominican Oh, damn! What happened? Producer's not on his game today. Broadcasting live from the Viva Dominican Properties office in Capri. Stephen Bowcutt is my guest. We'll get him right here. So you get a nice picture of him. You look at the camera, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm over here. We're kind of...
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, you're welcome. We've been spending a lot of time together for whatever reason. Sometimes just to grab lunch, but mostly to do business. Clayton is the owner and broker here. I mean, let's face it. You don't need any credentials to do anything in real estate down here, and most real estate agents will prove that to you if you give them a chance. I mean, I'm different because I've been a realtor for 30 years, like an educated, certified Canadian realtor, not like you bums. But anyways, no, Clayton is the owner of this fine establishment right here, and we're broadcasting. This is the second week we've gone live. I'm sorry about last week. It was my birthday. I got out of control, and it was a lot of fun, but we're strictly business today. So thank you, Stephen. We've done this. We've done this before.
We have.
You said you were nervous, and I couldn't tell. You sat in your backyard on a Zoom camera, which was not as, confined as this, and you look pretty comfortable to me. So, anyways, we don't have to spend that much time on it, but just for the people that don't know who you are, maybe you can give us a little background. You're a former military man, most importantly to me. Thank you for your service. But tell us who you are and how'd you get here.
My name is Stephen Bowcutt. I've lived in the Dominican Republic, specifically Capri, for 16 years.
That's live radio right there. We got WhatsApp calls coming in, and Clayton is turning red from head to toe. That's nice. Well,
answer it, man.
That could be a deal. Dude, there goes your live broadcast to shit right there. See, I told you, I'm on 15 accounts already. I'm broadcasting everywhere. Have your backup.
Hi, stop calling me. We're going live.
Well, I'll drink to that. It's just water, but...
Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Stephen.
Sure.
Yeah, back to... Just get up on that mic so you can look at the camera.
I'm Stephen Bowcutt. I'm the community sales manager at Casa and Connections. We do villas and condos. 27-year history here on the North Shore of the Dominican Republic. We do a great product for a very reasonable price. These are not North American stick homes we're building. We're building monolithic structures from either concrete block and steel or, concrete block and steel or compressed styrofoam concrete and steel. Your choice, same price. Our condos are 4 floors with poured concrete structures. They're a little closer to the beach. Both projects are beautiful. We have lots of amenities, including a beach club in Capri, and I could go on and on. Jim?
Yeah, 400 houses.
We've
in
built so
30
far
years.
400 homes. I understand today we have, 59 villas under construction, and I know we have 71 condos going up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I met you just before Phase 12 opened, and how many you got left in Phase 12?
8 lots left in Phase 12, Phase 13 coming hopefully in the next few weeks. It'll take us a little bit to get the master plan up to speed before we can start selling, but should be another, I believe, 88 lots on Phase 12. Phase 13.
What I like most about it is the ROI, the cap rate on these properties based on the prices that you're getting in on. I know that somebody was throwing around the figure of 10%, but man, when I do the calculations with some of these rental agencies that are upwards they're over 95% booked on some of those 2 bedrooms.
Some of the villas are doing very, very well. Many of them are doing well. My understanding through the outside organizations that run the rental programs at Casa Lenda's, the average across the board is well into the mid-70s for occupancy rates, which means you can cover all your expenses and make some money on an investment here. I think that's great. We're hopeful that the condominiums will do the same or better.
Yeah. Tell us about Connections. It's being constructed now right off of the main drag, which is the number 5 that goes all the way down the north coast, and it's looking really good. It's going up quickly, man.
Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule there. That's a poured build. Beautiful project, some amenities in there as well, 71 condos. We have, about 50%, close to 50% sold. Still some beautiful condos coming. We'll start delivering in July or August of this year and begin delivering through the same time the following year. So as I stated, far ahead of schedule, a beautiful project, big community pool. There's also 21 villas in that development. Those are all sold. Really nice location, some spectacular views of Mount Isabella in Puerto Plata, some Cordillera Central, which is Cordillera Norte, which is the northern mountain range, and real close to the beach, just a few minutes walk down to the beach. One of the best surf beaches, or maybe the best surf beach on the north coast or in the country.
Intro.
Yeah.
Great spot. And what are sales like doing there?
Well, we're 50% in. The condos, 50% into the condos or thereabout. The villas are sold out. We have lots left in Casa Lenda and more coming right away. I don't think we'll be out of land or lots for years to come. We have some additional condos coming and taking a close look at some more economical options for investment opportunities as well.
Yeah, well, the investment opportunity is lucrative. I think when you look at, you can get into an entry-level Capri, or what is it? What's the entry level?
It's called the Sunset. It's just under 200,000, 1,118 square feet. Beautiful villa with an 8,000 gallon pool, full landscaped, 1 car parking, 1 golf cart parking. Finish. You just furnish it and move in. It is a 7-month build time. And things are moving right along. We've experienced some issues with supply chain, but seems like those are working their way out. And being on an island is always a challenge, finding every detail that we need, but we do a great job at it, and I'm pretty proud to say that.
So logistically, if somebody's buying new now in Phase 12, what's their timeline look like? What do they need financially, commitment wise, and then what's the delivery date?
Sure, they need $25,000 to reserve the lot, which will later be deducted from the build cost. If you bought a villa today, I have quite a few more that are sold, and I couldn't start building until July of next year, but we're catching up on that. That might be shortened before we get to that month. A 7-month start to finish time. You get quite a few choices on the villa as well. So you go to our design department, choose all your finishes, handles, tiles, colors, countertops, A lot of options in the actual build and finish work of itself. If it doesn't cost us, it doesn't cost you. We have half a dozen in-house architects, about the same of engineers, and our own land surveyors, et cetera. So try to keep it all in-house. That way we can control it a little bit better.
Yeah, so 25% down, and when's the next payment?
25,000 down.
25,000 down.
And then
Holds
60
a lot until you break ground. And
Exactly. And then about 60 days before you start to build, 35% minus that 25,000.
Right, okay.
And then every couple of months, another payment. We can nail that down, or do nail that down under buying process on our website,
Okay.
or on Viva Real Estate website as well, excuse me.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And Hector got me over the link today. I should have put it in the show description. By the way, if you need any of the websites here, we're showing them, but they're also in the show description. He got me the financial page, which was, man, talk about thorough. Takes you through a credit check if you want to do it that way,
Sure.
and it's
Well,
complete.
local financing is available, Jim, if you so choose. That's through Scotiabank or Banco Popular. We'll work with just about any bank in the country, but those have proven to be the easiest to get loans from. You need a reasonable but not high credit score. You need a reasonable debt-to-income ratio, and they'll finance 65%. So you need 35% down, plus furnishings, and pretty easy to move forward. Fast build times, quality product, nice finishes, lots of choices along the way, and come on down, check us out.
So you're in it almost by the end of the year then?
Yeah, should be just by the end of the year without any issues.
And the next year, of course.
And then as we move forward, we believe we'll be caught up sometime prior to that. We have, like I said earlier, 59 villas under construction and a bunch more that are sold that need to be built to maintain our on-time delivery.
What impresses me about the place is you can tell that because you've been around for so long that you've thought of everything, because
I appreciate
everything's
that.
gone wrong
Right.
along the way. You know that drain didn't work in that spot or
Sure.
whatever, and so you don't have any surprises when you move in now.
Pretty sharp team from every aspect, from engineering to architect to well, of course, the sales department. And we work with great outside agents like Clayton here from Viva Real Estate. Great guy, does a great job, very thorough. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
And
much.
yeah, the entire team is really good. We have an owner's liaison, so once you own the villa, if you have any questions or
Yeah.
concerns, it's one number to call to get your answers. A great security department. We're gated communities, so you don't have to worry about that at all, actually. We have our own beach club right here in Cabarete. So swimming pool, restaurant, bar, lounge chairs, etc. There's a dozen condos there that we use for other purposes, but great place right at the heart of Cabarete Beach called Front Loop.
Right.
And as owners, again, you get discounts at the restaurant and free lounge chairs. And we also have a shuttle bus. We've just ordered a new one, so as we grow, we'll be able to meet the demand. Every other hour goes to either Cabarete or Sosúa 7 days a week. Bars, restaurants, beaches, grocery store. They're both fairly small towns, so a route in each town gets you real close to just about anywhere you want to be.
And how many times do they leave?
I believe they're doing 6 times a day now, but I
Really?
know that's about to change once Connections comes online.
Right.
And there's discussions on how to get people from Connections to the beach, which is about 800 meters away.
Mhm. What do you tell people as a sales guy, your advantages over you? Because you've got some competition. Is there some other gated
bet we
communities
do.
that are building new homes as well?
Lots of advantages. We have an incredible history. We work real hard to make sure we deliver the best product at the best price. Our security's fabulous. So there's, and we have amenities. Most of our competitors really don't have amenities. So we're great. Vacation spot, living spot. We have a large percentage of our ownership lives full time, and then we also have a large rental pool. But some strong
What do you
rules. So if you live there full time, you don't have to deal with issues from renters.
What do you think the owner-occupied percentage is, roughly?
I'm going to say about pretty close to half. Might
No,
be
yeah,
might be a
that's
little
good.
bit off on that
Okay.
because we don't rent them,
Right.
and it changes. People come and go as they please. They own their homes and don't report to me when they're living there full time, et cetera. Don't really report to
Right.
anyone.
Cool, man. Well, it's always been an impressive product, and the financing options look good. What was it, 3.75 still?
Yeah, it
Has that
starts at
moved?
3.75, hasn't changed. I kind of expect it to, but hasn't changed yet. That's fixed for 3 years, and then historically it jumps half to 3/4, maybe even a point, but it's been really steady for quite a few years, and so I can't speak futuristically, but historically it's been great, and many of our villas are financed.
And when do we need to buy by to avoid the next price increase?
Right away.
Yeah.
We were talking about it today in an executive meeting that we have really no choice but to increase some pricing on the villas. The condos, that just took place.
Right.
You know, nobody likes a price increase, but reality dictates sometimes that you just have to do that.
Well, you had one not long ago on the villas, and it didn't seem to hurt anything
No,
for
it didn't
phase
hurt
12.
a thing, right?
What was that,
everybody
8%
knows.
or something?
It was 8%.
And-
Everybody knows that worldwide construction materials prices are going up. It's no secret.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to maintain our pricing as long as we can and continue forth delivering great product at a great price.
The North Coast has got a lot of nice cultural diversity. I mean, the South Shore, you got your big cities, Punta Cana, and the huge tourist attractions and, resorts and stuff like that. Here, a little bit more small-minded, small culture, I think, it's individual. Like Cabarete is so different from Sosúa,
Isn't that the truth?
And
Yeah.
as you go to Samana and even Sabaneta, down the road, it's...
Well, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I live here for a variety of
love it.
reasons.
Yeah.
For a variety of reasons. We're 112 years, I believe, tracking by NOAA. Not a hurricane. I don't really listen to the news. Hurricane. We had a tropical storm here when that hurricane blew through.
Mm-hmm.
Pico Duarte, the highest peak in the Caribbean, protected us. Thank you.
Again.
Went through Hurricane Andrew in South Florida in the 90s. Don't want to do that again. My brother lives in Florida, and he's on the East Coast, and just said that they didn't hardly get scathed at all from Ian that just blew through. But it blew through predominantly on the west coast of Florida.
Yeah, you don't like to see them coming
Right.
in.
He
that
was
way.
all shuttered up and said, once again, did it and didn't need to, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
We love living here. There's so much diversity and so many things to do. I mean, every water sport you can imagine. If you start at the river Yesca, there's, which is just outside of Cabarete, there's some inside kiteboarding on flat water. There's jet skis and a variety of other means, some fishing going on there. Come into Cabarete, it may very well be the kite surfing capital of the world. You've got a Olympic laser training center there at Caribe Winds on the far end of town. You've got windsurfing in Cabarete Bay, and then kite surfing, kite surfing all over the place. If you're into waves at Encuentro in the afternoon as the wind picks up, surfing in the morning in Encuentro, snorkeling, scuba diving, cave exploring. I've climbed Pico Duarte a couple of times. That's the highest peak in the Caribbean and also our protector from all these heavy winds. And beautiful, just reminds me a little bit of Eastern Oregon or maybe the Carolinas with the pine tree. It looks like another world. You don't believe you're in the Caribbean after you get up there.
That beach that you're building the condos on in Encuentro that start now, you said at 230, I think, 230,000 American.
Yeah.
That Encuentro beach is such a cool, even down here, it's very similar to Cabarete, the vibe, and I hate that word, it's overused now, but I get the feeling that you're watching everyone, it's like, I equate it to like going downhill skiing or getting off the back of a boat after I just got down. Like I was on my, like I just finished doing my favorite thing, water skiing, you know what I mean?
Right.
And these people in Encuentro in the mornings, they're there at dawn.
Right.
And then by 9 o'clock or so, the wind comes in, and for the longboarding, they're like pretty much done around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then the kite surfing picks up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe, because that's when the wind picks up.
Your timing might be off just a little bit, but as the wind picks up, the sports change.
But everyone's got this look on their face, even if they're carrying their board and they don't have a big smile on their face. They've just done what they love, or they're going to do what they just love. Like everyone is completely in their zone. they're all fit, they're all well tanned, they're most of them beautiful, man and woman alike, you know.
Well, there's not everybody's fit. Don't.
On the beach they are.
Well,
These windsurfers and surfers, there's no.
well, it is a pretty incredible sport, and that beach is breathtaking. There's an almond forest just
can
off
drive
the
on it.
beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And one of the great things about this surf beach is the inside waves are in shallow water, so it's a great place to learn how to surf too. Stand-up paddleboard surf. I've seen kayakers out there over the years. You know, it's just a beautiful spot, no question about it. I've always loved it. My kids both surf there and competed there in surfing, and just a fabulous location. I mean, it's one of our many jewels here on the North Coast.
Great place to watch the sunrise too, and actually the best coffee I've had in Dominican Republic was in that little shack
Oh, is
down
that
there
right?
on Quincho Beach. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Dominican style, the
Oh, yeah.
espresso or
It's
whatever.
like,
but
well, I think they call that premium
I don't
gasoline.
know.
No, it's espresso. You're right.
it was delicious.
Right.
I've really acquired a taste for coffee again since I've been here. It's no Tim Hortons, I'll give you that.
Well,
but,
wait a minute.
Yeah, it's Canadian brand. Starbucks.
Right.
But yeah, you've made a home here for how long now?
I've been here close to 17 years. Yep. Had a
Mm.
business in Florida. Things were going great. It was at its peak. Decided it was time to sell. Working real hard, and my wife said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to move somewhere and kite." Actually, I said, "I want to move somewhere and windsurf."
Windsurf.
And then
that's
when
how
we
long
got
ago.
here, kiting was just coming on, and I said, "That's what I want to do." So I kited quite a bit. Our kids kite and surf, and we're water people. We love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And outside of Casa, what are you doing?
I have a farm.
Yeah.
I'm a permaculturist. I'm a fruit farmer, an organic farmer. Have a little 10-acre farm, lots of fruit trees, more and more going in the ground, a medicinal plant area. Doing some pretty cool stuff. I like it. It's
Yeah.
going to be my retirement plan.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
many species? How many different varieties of?
As of today, about 138 varieties of fruit, about 2,500 fruit trees. Once we crossed 1,000, I lost a little bit of track because my job is a bit demanding and it's been busy and business is good, so my focus has been on Casa and connections. But I have a couple of full-time staff and we're doing great. I just dropped off
You got full-time staff at the farm now?
3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the farm manager's going back to his family farm, but so we're looking for a new farm manager.
Oh,
But pretty
cool.
exciting. We've got a lot going on. We have built some nice structures, and we have 3 ponds on the farm, and they've filled up with water during this tropical storm. The system worked perfectly. We were pretty impressed.
Nice.
Because water has some power, it's a little hard to manage. But back to Casa.
Yeah. Yeah,
Excuse me.
No, I appreciate what you do as your hobby because you're so passionate. You carry over to your hobbies as well. I mean, you get the passion obviously for development and stuff. And so what do you think forecasting wise? You've seen the ups and downs. You were here through 2008. You were here through COVID. If COVID didn't kill the
Well, COVID
developer.
was actually, as sad as it is to say, was actually a blessing for the North Coast and for Casa and
That's what a lot of people have said.
And that's that's kind of interesting because we didn't really know what was going to happen. We increased security on the property, a lot of things going on there, and it was interesting. But we were seeing more people. You know, they're saying you couldn't travel, but we saw more people during COVID than we had seen in years, and a lot of people calling in and just buying sight unseen, which was pretty incredible to me to make that level of an investment without being, boots on the ground.
So forecast for me if you could. Like I said, you've been here through the hard times.
Ooh.
It seems to, property values didn't drop through the floor during COVID.
Our occupancy
well,
rates
it didn't
actually
in
went
North
up,
America either.
which is kind of shocking.
But-
Many of the all-inclusives were closed, but you could come in and rent a villa with family and friends and have your barbecue, your outdoor kitchen, your indoor kitchen, your pool, your covered shaded areas, and your sunny areas all in the same spot. And I think a lot of people discovered that they could come and enjoy themselves in a more private setting as opposed to an all-inclusive where you're being pulled to do a merengue contest or drink this or do that. This is a little simpler, and I think a lot of people realized it might be better.
Well, I think it's easy to see that a product that might have cost you $200,000 a couple years ago, they cost you $225,000 now. In a couple years, it'll cost you $250,000.
Right.
And
Now's the time.
Even since I've been here, you know, there was a bunch of $50,000 condos when I moved in, and now that's almost extinct.
Right.
I mean, you will find them here and there, but they don't
Right.
last long. They get scooped up quickly. And even if you're trying to find, well, somebody called the other day, oh, we're looking for a 3-bedroom house and 100,000. No. You know, condo for 100,000 maybe, but a 3-bedroom house.
Well, not in a great location though.
Right.
Let's be real. A 3-bedroom is going to start in the high 200s minimum, in my opinion. Now,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
only
no, for
looking
sure.
at the nice stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
And in good locations. You know, you
Mhm.
might be able to get something in the barrio for that kind of price, but
Mhm.
not everyone's comfortable in that type of setting.
Right.
Yep.
So I appreciate your time, man. Is there anything else you want to hit before we get out?
Well,
We could hit some videos.
yeah, let me just talk about Casa Linda for a moment. No matter what or where you buy from, if you're in one of our developments, you get to use our water park in Casa Linda, you get to use our beach clubs, you get to use our shuttle bus service. Lots of benefits, lots of people from all over the world living here and investing here. From an investment standpoint, I don't see how you can go wrong. Give Clayton a call here or give us a call direct. There's no benefit to calling direct. If you go through Clayton, you're getting the same prices if you come direct to the office. Clayton's knowledgeable. He actually lives in Casa Linda. Thank you, Clayton. And right, feeling good there. And has a beautiful
Clayton
home
Gus
there,
Show.
and we look forward to working with him for many years.
Here's we've
a
got
beautiful
this
villa.
is my favorite right
Mhm.
here. This is the Capri. It's one of the first ones I was through. Hang on, I'm gonna
Yep.
put
Now
it on.
that's a Capri with a dormer roof, so it's a raised roof. That is an option. The Capri starts currently at $214, almost $215, and that dormer roof's between $8,000 and $10,000 additional.
It's coming. It's coming. Here we go. We'll start it right from the
Yeah.
beginning. So that's the front door. We picked up. Every sky looks like that down here. You know, it's so easy to take for granted.
Right, and if it's
And-
not today, it's tomorrow. It looks just like that. Excuse me,
Yeah.
Jim.
No,
Yeah.
it's the sky always looks like that. And you know, this we caught. I didn't care. The cleaning crew had some stuff around, but
Yeah, I'm
you
looking at
still-
that going,
you
wait a
still-
minute, is that a rental at that time, or we're
Yeah,
in
I
between
didn't
rentals?
care.
Because
Oh, that's
that
good.
that particular villa's rented quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
That's my favorite floor plan. This Capri.
the
It's small.
two-bedroom?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what, 1,100 square feet, 1,150.
yeah, right about there.
I
Mhm.
love that black
Mhm.
tile too. It's just I love.
That's a porcelain
the stark
tile, the glass there
wouldn't have went
separating
with
the
that
shower. There's
countertop, but
granite countertops,
Mhm.
king size bed, bedrooms all come with air conditioning. There's Ethernet in every room because unlike North America where you're building stick homes, here these are
Stick
concrete
homes.
structures, so you have to plug in to make sure you get internet everywhere.
this is a real functional outdoor space too. Off the secondary bedroom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the master's on the
Masters
other
across
side.
the hall.
Mhm.
Beautiful little villa. This was done by a local interior designer. I think the owner had a lot to say, if I recall correctly, about what went up and how this was decorated. The dormer roofs look great, makes the villa look bigger. That's an 8,000-gallon pool, and those 3 doors you see there is a laundry room, a half bath, and your mechanical room where your pressure tank are, where your pool filters and pumps are, etc. This is a staircase going to the backyard. Slightly oversized lot to the back of the villa.
Right.
Now these are small villas on small lots. You can buy more land if you want. Every villa price comes with a specific sized lot. That's an old style railing. We've now gone from galvanized steel to anodized aluminum with tempered glass and stainless steel hardware.
Oh,
You can
really?
see the shower there. Every villa has an outdoor shower. That particular pool is 5 foot deep in the deep end and about 3 in the shallow end, but we can also add a platform there so you can dangle your feet and sit on a lounge chair in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's your outdoor bar with the bar stools or bar chairs there, spot for a barbecue, outdoor television, dining area, etc. And we don't economize on plug-ins. There are plug-ins and electric and lights everywhere. Kitchens are beautiful. Everything's slow close. Could be hardwood or MDF. That's just one style of door. That's a shaker door. That's the ocean here on the north coast. That photo in the background, one of my favorite photos. Every time I see that, I just love that. I know right where that spot is. Beautiful bathroom with a double sink. The niche in the wall, that's a slight upgrade, but everything else is fairly standard. Tile floor to ceiling in the bathrooms, looks great. Half bath out by the pool is standard with all of our villas. You can see the built-in dresser there in the closet, that's standard. You get some configuration choice. Oh, this is one of our amenities. This is an 18-hole mini golf right next to the water park, which you're panning around to. In this video, there's the lazy river and the children's side of the water park. Looks like there's some activity there. And then a little wading pool in the center. And then just behind that is our tennis court, soon to be gym and spa, soon to be an additional sport court, another restaurant, which will put us at 3 within the development. And then we'll add a fine dining restaurant. Hanging out over the ravine, there's quite some pretty interesting plans for a water and light show in the fine dining restaurant. Food's good, get lots of good stuff. I know you come there frequently for the
food.
Pasta, salmon.
I told someone the other day, I go to Casa Linda all the time. They're like, get out of here. Last time I ate there and blah, blah, blah. I go, dude, I don't know. I've only had one dish, but it's
But you've had it many
No, I
times.
actually had the bruschetta as well. It was delicious. Now, I've
I eat
tasted
there
a couple
pretty
things,
frequently.
but
It's good.
the salmon shrimp pasta, Alfredo sauce.
Right, I know. I get out of your way when I see you coming towards the restaurant around
Always
lunchtime.
sit outside at the same table if it's available under the awning there. It's outdoors and always a nice breeze in this country, it seems like, until the sun goes down and then the breeze stops unless
Right.
you're in the mountains.
Well, part of that
apparently.
is because of the shallow lake here behind Cabarete. They call it La Cienega. It's a shallow lake, which is warm water, and that's partly why this is considered to be one of the wind sport capitals of the world, because that lake creates kind of a Venturi effect and draws that breeze off the ocean. Kind of interesting.
See if I've got so many. Oh, this is another style as well. We'll hit this on the way out.
That's a Sunbreeze. That's a custom Sunbreeze, and it has some changes in it that maybe somebody liked. Well, definitely somebody liked, but it has the indoor laundry room as opposed to outdoor.
Right.
I'm a believer if you're going to create any additional heat, it should be outside of the house. Okay. Now the appliances have arrived for this, and here we are again, Jim, doing videos when the houses really aren't ready. There's the indoor laundry
I don't
room.
care. It's footage. It works.
Yeah, I know.
There's
And people like it.
10,000 views on this video. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Now all these
They comment on it,
finishes, tiles, countertops, door styles, handles, shower configuration, etc. That's all choice of the owner. You go to our design department and choose basically everything, and lots of options within our standards, or you can opt to upgrade if you so choose.
What's the warranty?
5 years roof, 5 years structure. Hey, ladders and paintbrushes. Jeez, Jim.
This is, I like
We
this.
got to do a little better,
I
buddy.
like this floor plan. I don't
Yeah,
care. I'll take
this is a
whatever I can get.
Sunbreeze. This is currently a $250,000 villa. And all these colors and choices are of the owner.
They look so much smaller when they don't have a big
Oh, and
king-size
the yard's
bed
not
in there.
even cut. I know that was cut the next day after you took this video, and we had a bunch of rain. You see the pool is overflowing. This villa was under what they call punch list, getting ready to be turned over to the owner. And the owners of this actually have, I believe, 4 villas throughout their family in Casa Linda. So brothers and sisters, and I think mom and dad all own villas in Casa Linda.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Now don't be dismayed. There's not a lot of privacy in that villa. We'll put up a temporary fence while your hedges are growing up, and with 8 or 10 months, you'll have lots of privacy.
Just like we saw in the first one.
Exactly, and that temporary fence will become soil. It's made out of they call it cana brava, but it's actually more of a, similar to bamboo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, my brother. Always
My
appreciate
pleasure.
the
You
time.
bet.
And
Thank
he
you.
brought pizza with him.
Yay!
Yeah, not just one.
Right.
Thanks, Clayton, for running the backup cam for the outtakes.
My associate Sylvia, the digital marketing director, or excuse me, digital sales director. Mhm.
Oh, is this Casa Linda's video?
That is
Or no,
not.
that's an ad. Oh, this must be it.
Yep, that's
I
us.
was just previewing it.
Oh, this is a 4-bedroom. Are we still live?
Oh
No.
yeah, we're showing this.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There she is.
There's Sylvia,
Yeah.
my Italian friend.
We can put her.
From Casa Linda and Connection. Well, I am very excited today to show you one of our most popular model, Villa Sunseeker.
You guys got
So
the
come
audio
with me.
right.
Nice.
Got her all mic'd up nice.
Right? We have a professional in-house marketing department that helps us.
How old's this video?
That's pretty new, actually.
Okay, so
That's
this
a
is current price?
4-bedroom, 4.5 bath Sunseeker.
Okay.
Beautiful villa. See the hardwood doors and the bar in the center there, and
Is this the one down in Connections?
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
I
that
recognize
was the
that
first
one.
villa to be completed in
Yeah,
Connections.
that one's in nice shape.
Yeah, we use that as a showroom currently.
Right. Yeah, there's not much wrong with that villa either, and I mean
No,
that's once that place
nothing
is
wrong with
finished.
it, Jim,
No, I
nothing.
mean, it's got that big old tree out front, and it's backing off the road quite a ways, and I don't. What do you call that big old tree that's right beside?
Well,
it?
there's a Ceiba and Olivia
Is it
there.
a Seva there?
Yeah, I think the Ceba's the one in the back of the
Oh,
property, and
okay.
then that front one I think is, they call it an olive tree, but it's not an olive tree as we know it.
Uh huh.
I love the floor in this villa as well. It looks like polished concrete, but it's actually, I believe it's ceramic, but it might be porcelain. I can't hear her, so.
No, I have her potted
Caribbean
down.
is,
I
of
gotcha.
course, the weather. So all our floor plan
This
are
is
made with
a beautiful
outdoor
villa in a
living
great
in mind.
location. The
So
owners
this
are
is
very
where,
happy with
you
it.
can
The
relax,
pool has a
in
platform
a,
and
you
what they
know,
call a beach entrance, which is a big ramp, and then a water feature they added at the end of the pool in that kind of rock tower there. Shoots a sheet of water out over the pool. It's beautiful.
All right, brother. Appreciate the time.
You
Thanks
bet.
for the pizza.
Thank you.
And Casa Linda, the links are in the show description below. My contact details are there. As usual, you can comment below, share, like, and pass it on.
Thank you very much.
Peace out, yeah.